Hey guys, how you doing? It's your man Tim Black. What's up, Wolfpack? Last Friday on my show, Freedom Friday, had an opportunity to have a doctor call in and give me his diagnosis of what was going on with Hillary Clinton. I think right now is a good time for you guys to check this out. You don't want to miss it. Check it out and let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think there's something to what my Dr. Bruce was saying last night or Friday? Comment and hit me up. Tim at timblacktv.com. Stay cool, Wolfpack, and remember, don't let nobody take your cornbread. I'm out. With Tim Black on Freedom Friday. What's your name and where you calling from?
Tim Black.
What up?
This is Dr. Bruce.
Dr. Bruce.
How you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm glad that I got through to you tonight. I don't want to waste too much of the 5 minutes, except for I do want to say that that ranting and raving guy, Curtis, did have one good point in his ranting and raving, which is that I don't know if he meant to have the point, but there is a difference between mainstream media and independent media. You are independent media giving us the true word.
I try, man. I try.
So even if he wasn't trying to make a good point, he did at least make one good point. Now, the thing I wanted to talk about is probably going to be a little different. I'm sure that you're aware of leaked medical records on Hillary Clinton. I guess it got leaked maybe a month ago, and it got debunked. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
And it was on Snoops, among other places. They were saying, oh, it's not real because there's no signature, and it's not real because there's no letterhead. Let me just tell you that for an office visit, very rarely is it signed, and it almost never has letterhead. The only thing with letterhead is the original consultation note, which means the first time you see the doctor and they want to say, thank you for sending this patient to me, and it's on a letterhead. All the other stuff and the follow-up stuff where they come into your office, that's just little quick notes, just like this, same format, quick little notes, that's all. So whoever was debunking this by saying that, not strong points for debunking. Now, if you allow for the possibility, and I think before I once talked to you about conspiracy theories, how it's just a theory that hasn't been proven yet. She was diagnosed with complex partial seizures and subcortical vascular dementia. At the time that this came out, she hadn't yet been having all the seizures she's having. She was having the coughing, but not the seizures. Now, the interesting thing is if she has subcortical vascular dementia, which is a dementia that's a little bit worse than Alzheimer's, a little bit different, it could affect more things than Alzheimer's. It can give you the problem with your swallowing mechanism, so you can end up having a lot of coughing problems. It can give you the seizures. And there are pictures of her hanging out with Cher when she did this volunteer thing where she was, I guess they were trying to raise some money. And her new vehicle is an ambulance. I'm not kidding you. If you look at the photograph and you know what you're looking for, you can look at it. It's a black ambulance. It's painted black. It looks all tricked out. It's got some nice rims on it. But it has the hump at the top, which is what ambulances have. It has the larger windows, which ambulances have. And I'm sure inside there are some medical equipment inside. And it's sounding like a conspiracy theory. Let me just remind you, conspiracy theory is a theory that hasn't been proven.
Wow. Wow. Dropping bombs on them, doctor.
I'm trying. The reason that this is important is because if she's actually got this vascular dementia, which could explain why there's been this rapid decline of late. In other words, during the primary, the only sign of it was when she took that long bathroom break during, I think, the first debate. there was, obviously Bernie Sanders was there, Martin O'Malley was there. Where's Hillary Clinton? There was that long break.
Right.
My guess would it could have been related to that. And I did read that she wasn't willing to use the bathroom with one of Martin O'Malley's staff people also using the same bathroom. She wasn't willing to share. I wouldn't be willing to share either if I was busy getting anti-seizure medications or things like that administered to get ready for the second half.
Wow.
So that's a conspiracy theory, but it's a legitimate possibility.
Wow.
We don't know what happened with the long break, but I went back and watched it, very long break. I can't remember if it was 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't know, but it was a pretty long break besides the standard amount of time that they already had built in. But with vascular dementia, it rapidly progresses, and the standard lifespan is 3 to 5 years from diagnosis. And according to the fake, she was diagnosed in 2013. Goes along with everything where you see her having when she was on stage during the DNC, and suddenly she's doing this weird look where they have it on YouTube like an owl. She's making these weird faces. That's partial seizures. Full seizures, that's what you see on TV where people are shaking and vibrating. Partial seizure is just odd contortions of the face, or you just get a blank stare. And there's plenty of documentation of her having the blank stare as well. And it can be everything in between. So there's probably about 3 or 4 good videos of her having seizures. And it's all consistent. The coughing, all consistent. Other symptoms too, her lack of balance, the fact she's been falling down, or she falls bad enough to break her elbow, falls bad enough to get the blood clot in her head. You lose your balance unfortunately, with vascular dementia. Even the inappropriate, sometimes she's inappropriate with, like, in certain times when she should be either not laughing or not crying, she's doing it anyway. She's asked a serious question, she's laughing ridiculously, or I haven't seen her crying. I've seen her laughing, though, out of proportion to normal laughing where it would make me nervous if somebody was doing that with me, to be honest. That's consistent also with subcortical vascular dementia.
Wow.
I don't know if I have more time.
You are at your time, sir, but Dr. Bruce, that's very interesting, man. Look, never hesitate to call up, and I don't care what people label it. It's information. It's interesting, and it's something to think about. And like you say, man, conspiracy is just a fact unproven. That's what I believe, man. And I'm glad you shared that information. I'm sure the audience is as well.
Well, I just encourage people to look at it and try to look at it objectively for what it is. Oh, the last thing is she got caught with the earpiece in her ear. Also goes along with the subcortical vascular dementia because she has a harder time focusing, and even Huma Abedin, in her testimony to the FBI, said she was having problems concentrating. And she also apparently, with a WikiLeaks email, she acknowledged that, did you get your earpiece, or do I need to get it for you? She's been using the earpiece apparently since 2009. She probably had early signs of it before, and now it's just getting worse. Oh, last thing, she's starting to wear very large overcoats, almost like bathrobe looking things. That's to hide diapers, because usually with this vascular dementia, you also lose the ability to control your bowel and bladder health. That's just medical stuff that happens.
Wow. All right, Dr. Bruce, I need to leave it there, man. Thank you so much for the call, man. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot. You got it, man. Hey, guys. After hearing Dr. Bruce explain that to us, I don't want to make light of it, because this is someone's health. Though I do have a part of me that feels like, if this is true, if this is accurate, she kind of, I'm not going to say deserves, because who am I to say what someone deserves, right? You know, there are children born with ailments they should never have. So deserve has nothing to do with it. But I'm let's just say I'm numb at the moment.
News.